Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, the rule and teach well, to the Akims of the highways and byways, and those pushing this word in true sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, this article here, it's on a bill. It's called Bill C-367. It says, calls religious speech hate speech. Says why Canadians must understand the bill and how it attacks the truth. Now, this is in Canada, but you know, this is something that we'll expect. Maybe not this same bill, but something similar at some point, restricting us from actually speaking this truth, because that's what it does. You know, we're here. The scripture speaks about the man of sin being revealed, and that's what we're doing, revealing who the man of sin here is. And in doing so, you know, they still want to hide themselves. So things like this will happen for you to stop calling out and speaking against wickedness and sin. So it says Bill C-367 was introduced last fall by Bloc Cubicos leader Yves Francos Blanchett. This insidious proposal. Now, I'm going to quickly look up that word insidious. Let me do it on my laptop so I don't actually lose where I am. 1 second. It says insidious. Yeah, so that word insidious says proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with very harmful effects. See, so it might seem simple, but there's very harmful effects to it. It says, this insidious proposal, which claims to fight anti-Semitism, will actually strike a fatal blow against freedom of religion and freedom of expression in Canada. And we know when it comes to, you know, anti-blah, blah, blah, you can't really say much without it being deemed or speak against such, you know, the JWO-ish, without it being deemed anti-blah, blah, blah. So it says, to fight against anti-blah, blah, blah will actually strike a fatal blow against freedom of religion and freedom of expression in Canada. It says, Bill C-367 eliminates the religious exemption in section 319 of the Criminal Code, which states no person shall be convicted of a hate crime offense if, in good faith, the person expressed or attempted to establish by an argument an opinion on a religious subject or an opinion based on a belief in a religion. Yeah, it says religious text, like belief in a religious text. By eliminating this exemption, Bill C-367 will empower police to treat religious Canadians as hate criminals if they criticize any identifiable groups. Now, imagine us, you know, if there's a bill like that against us in the countries that we are in. You know, we speak against wickedness, we expose it via the scriptures, you know, we speak against sin. And that's what these things are there to do, to oppress the truth from being coming out, and at the same time to hide who the man of sin is, because that's what we're doing. Before I bring this out, speaking about the man of sin, this is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And how is he being revealed? You know, through the brothers that are out there, you know, making lessons and showing our people, you know, filtering it through the scriptures who the man of sin is, and the means and methods that, you know, he is actually bringing out. Now, this is Amos chapter 5, and verse 10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And that's what we're doing. As long as we're speaking, thus saith the Lord, we are speaking uprightly. And this is a kingdom that is not upright. It says, before I bastardize it, let me quickly get it. Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So this is how this place was established, through unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. So when you're speaking against such unrighteous dealings, you are hated. So it says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. And many of our own people as well, when we're out there trying to correct Jake and Eve, telling them that your walk ain't right. You need to get yourself right, change the way you're walking, change the things that you're doing, because the Most High is going to bring it all into judgment. Then they look at us or treat us as if, we're cursing them out or we're telling them something that's wrong. Why is that? Because they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Now this is Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 14. It says, wherefore thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, because ye speak this word. And that's the key thing. We're not coming out giving our own words. We're speaking thus saith the Lord. Yeah, we're bringing out righteous words with righteous judgments. It says, wherefore thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Yeah, it burns them up. It does something to their inside, because their spirit knows that they're going off. Their spirit knows that they're doing wrong. So what does it do? It burns them up inside. Jeremiah 23 and 29 says, is not my word like as a fire, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? And that's what we're doing. We're breaking down strongholds with this truth. We're breaking down the lies that's coming out, and it's only a matter of time. This ain't going to be there forever anyway. There's going to come a time where there is a great famine. And as the scripture says, Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Yeah. There's going to come a time when you're not going to get this word anyway. Yeah. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. Yeah. You're going to be going everywhere you can. Oh, weren't those brothers over there at one point, or weren't they teaching over there? So you're going to be looking and you won't be able to find them. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And that's what you can be seeking in that day. This is why this is a time where we need to be getting as much of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because what? That's going to be the stability of our times in that day. Isaiah 33 and 6 says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Yeah, you're going to be stable. When you see all kind of madness happening around you, you're going to have a peace of mind, in the sense that you're expecting this to happen. That's what we're doing. We're expecting these things to happen because the scripture speaks of them. So we're going to be of a stable mind. It says, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that's one of the issues. Our people don't fear the Lord, which is why they don't want to hear this word. That's why they don't want to hear his word. As soon as you try to correct your people, you try to turn it on. Yeah, but you're this and you're that. Well, what did Yahweh say about the Pharisees? It says, do as they say and not as they do. So if you think we are going off from we're telling you right, do what's right, innit? But yeah, this is what's coming, man. It's not happened yet, but it's a proposal. But we know through scriptures, even if it doesn't happen via this kind of a bill, that's what's going to be coming, man. The famine of the word. As I said, so I'll read that again. It says, Bill C-367 eliminates the religious exemption. Yeah, so us coming out the Bible ain't going to be good enough anymore. It says, well, good enough in the sense of as this is speaking, regardless of what it may bring towards us, we still have to speak, thus saith the Lord. Now the scripture says in Revelation 12, they love not their life, even unto the death. It says the bill eliminates the religious exemption in section 319 of the Criminal Code, which states no person shall be convicted of a hate crime offense if in good faith the person expressed or attempted to establish by an argument, an opinion on a religious subject, or an opinion based on a belief in a religious text. By eliminating this exemption, Bill C-367 will empower police to treat religious candidates as hate criminals if they criticize any identifiable groups. And, as we read previously in this first section, says this insidious proposal, which claims to fight and to what, and that's what it's all about. The JWO-ish don't really want you to speak against them in any sense or form about anything. And if you do, then you're deemed anti-so. Yeah, you're deemed, as it says, trying to shut you down. But, the word of the Lord will prevail. The scripture says, so shall the words be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but shall accomplish that which I sent it to. Isaiah 55 and 11. Yeah, but just wait to touch that. Lord willing, this was edifying. With that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahar, Rakak, Dash, Kwam Nasha Allah.